Mother cat jumped into man's car carrying a kitten in her mouth, begging him to save her kitten and adopted kittens. Man, daily feeding the street cat in this area. Suddenly, after finishing street cat feeding, something unbelievable happened when a mother cat jumped into man's car carrying a kitten in her mouth. Then she again went back and came back with another kitten. Maybe she knew him from man's daily street feeding and trusted him to care for her kittens. He picked up the kitten from her, and she quickly ran away. A few moments later, she returned with another kitten. She was desperate to bring her kittens to man. One by one, she kept bringing them. In total, she brought 4 adorable kittens. He thought she had only 4 kittens, but then she ran away again. This time, she returned with a newborn kitten. This surprised him. Now he was confused. Who were the real kittens of this cat? Then, she went again and brought another newborn kitten. One by one, she brought 4 newborn kittens in total. Man became worried. Did this cat steal another cat's kittens? If so, then the real mother must be searching for her babies. Man felt sad thinking about that. He asked the people around, hoping to find some answers. An old man nearby told man the truth. The older kittens were actually hers. The newborn kittens belonged to another mother cat, but the real mother of the newborn kittens had abandoned them. She refused to feed them or care for them. So this kind and generous cat adopted them. Not only did she feed them, but she also treated them like her own. He had misunderstood her. Instead of stealing, she was trying to save these newborns. But he also realized that maybe taking care of 8 kittens was too much for her. That's why she came to man, asking for help. The old man also told him about the real mother cat of the newborns. She had been behaving very aggressively after giving birth and had refused to accept her kittens. This made him realize that the cat was suffering from postpartum depression. Postpartum depression in cats is a condition where a mother cat experiences stress, anxiety, or sadness after giving birth. She may neglect or reject her kittens, show aggression, or become withdrawn. This can be caused by hormonal changes, exhaustion, or difficulty in finding food. If untreated, it can affect both the mother's health and her kitten's survival. This must have made her depression even worse. She hissed and growled, not letting anyone come near her. They must find food and protect their kittens. They also have to survive harsh conditions every single day. Then he took all of them to the vet. Thankfully, all the kittens and both the mother cats were healthy. Then he took all of them home, and thankfully now the aggressive mother cat calmed down, and now she's feeding her kittens. And also the protective mother is feeding her kittens and happy and loving home. We hope they live happy and healthy life.
This puppy was there on the road, and man was surprised to see a newborn kitten on a paper. It seemed like he was guarding the newborn in the absence of his mama cat. But when he saw his umbilical cord attached, man realized the puppy was trying to eat it because he appeared to be so hungry. The puppy kept on coming back to the kitten and tried to eat his umbilical cord, but man kept him aside. Don't know where his mama or siblings were, and he couldn't find them there. Surprisingly, a boy there had another kitten and requested man to pick that kitten too. Man asked him if he knew about their mama cat, but he didn't have any clue of her. Finally, he gave man the kitten, saying, "Find his mama and take care of him if you can." Feeling concerned for the kittens, we took them both in our care and willed to find their mama. He asked him if he knew about their mama cat, but he didn't have any clue of her. Next, it was time to look for any other kittens needing our help, and also look for their mama. Amidst the vegetation, he looked closely, as many mama cats hide their babies there. Surprisingly, he was able to find a cat hiding herself behind the bush, and man's eyes stuck upon checking. There was a cat, but it was not confirmed she is the mother or not. Sadly, she was breathing fast, and he realized there was something serious going on with her. And as he had a closer look, he found out that she'd recently delivered her babies, and she was the mama cat of the kittens he'd found just recently on the road. And he realized that she was probably stressed due to the puppy nearby. In the meantime, his teammates confirmed from neighbors that this puppy had 2 siblings and a mama dog, and he informed one dog rescue team to rescue them all. Then, he tried coaxing the mama cat outside so he could try, but her behavior clearly showed she was stressed, and the kittens appeared to be from her first litter feeding her. Soon, he provided her a delicious meal so she could become energetic. But even then, she remained stressed and didn't eat the food. Poor mama cat was in need of a lovely, forever home where she could take good care of her babies. Then he offered the hungry puppy with a bowl of meal, and he instantly began enjoying it. There, he noticed the mama cat had begun roaming, but upon seeing the puppy, she went to hide. His teammates were able to confirm from neighbors that she'd just 2 kittens, but he made sure to check the surroundings. Finally, it was time to leave for home, and the mama was still hiding, being stressed. But once they go home, they would live the life their mama wished for them, and said that they would arrive here within an hour and rescue the puppy and his family. At clinic, all the kittens had their thorough checkups, and the vet declared them healthy. Then, it was Mama Cat's turn for a health checkup, and thankfully, the vet only advised him to keep her calm and nourished. Finally, the Mama Cat and her kittens were brought to their forever home. Meanwhile, the Mama Cat had come outside, and he showered her with love to assure her they were all safe here. And the Mama Cat chose a comfy place for herself, while her babies longed for her warmth. For a long time, she affectionately fed her babies, knowing they needed to be nourished timely. We hope they live a happy and healthy life.
Father Cat had already eaten 2 kittens. Now he wanted to eat more. Yesterday evening, Mama Cat was busy shifting her babies in this colony when this male cat fiercely attacked one of Mama Cat's babies and ate the poor kitten. This male cat is a street cat, but he always behaves so aggressively towards other cats, and even attacks any cat or kitten he sees in the colony, although he gets injured during fights. Because he found him stressed and injured after the fight, he offered him a creamy treat to calm down, and it looked like he was feeling a bit calm after eating the treat. It was a moment of joy as he let man feed him. Afterwards, we carefully examined his body for injuries. Sadly, he already had so many wounds from the previous fights. Even though he was fighting with the Mama Cat, he clearly needed man's help, so he decided to rescue him. And he talked to one resident about the male cat, who informed man about the whole incident. Seeing the male cat's injuries, he asked the resident if we could get his cat treated, but he denied, saying the cat's treatment is already going on with the contribution of some other residents, including him. Since the male cat was already having treatment, he bid him farewell and left. Now it was time to find the Mama Cat. It took man some time to find the Mama Cat. She must have been concerned for her babies and ran off to hide at a safe place away from the male cat. He looked under the vehicle until finally he successfully located the Mama Cat and her kitten, hiding her baby in the vehicle. The poor kitten accidentally fell down from the vehicle, and Mama Cat came running to save his life. Despite Mama Cat's efforts, the poor kitten fell again, but Mama Cat was brave enough to save her baby. Man realized that the Mama Cat and her kitten needed our help, so he gently extended our hand and held the kitten. He kept trying to make the Mama Cat trust us by petting her kitten, and soon, Mama Cat quickly ran somewhere in the streets ahead. She was too concerned for her baby and was trying to hide him in the lawn of this house. She seemed determined to find a safe place for her kitten after searching the entire lawn thoroughly. Since the lawn's gate was locked, so he needed to seek permission from the residents. Don't know why she left the place where she lived previously. A kid came out of house and allowed us to enter lawn. He went to have a closer look at the kitten, and thankfully, he was a healthy kitten. But the Mama Cat was hiding in the corner. Probably she thought the male cat would come to attack her or kittens again. Outside his friend's house, while he was coming back after playing, one kid playing in the street excitedly took the kitten in her care and carried the kitten to another spot, maybe to offer nutrition. Despite the care, the poor kitten was weak and needed her mama. He took this kitten in our care and placed him with his other sibling, but he still had to find the 4th kitten. Afterwards, he saw the Mama Cat again, carrying her 4th kitten in her mouth. It looked like she was desperately trying to hide and comfort her baby. Upon his examination of the baby, it became apparent that something was surely wrong with him. Perhaps the male cat had attacked him as well. Feeling worried, he rushed him to a clinic, and man fed the hungry Mama Cat. Then he gathered all of them and took them home. At clinic, the treatment started for the little kitten's severe condition. The kitten was given the proper medications and was examined thoroughly before being discharged. Now, Mama Cat is delightfully feeding and grooming her babies. She is slowly adapting to the home's environment and watches other kittens play and enjoy as well. We hope they live happy and healthy lives in the center. A cat entered the house along with her kittens. Once inside, she stole the kittens of the household pet cat. The owner was shocked to discover her stealing their cat's kittens. A kind man lived in a house where he loved and cared for animals. He always fed the animals outside his home and had a pet cat who stayed with him in the house. One day, the man heard a cat meowing outside. When he looked, he saw the same stray cat he had fed the day before. She held a small kitten in her mouth, and a bigger kitten followed closely behind. The man opened the door and let her in. The cat kept going out and bringing more kittens, one by one. She made several trips back and forth. The pet cat inside the house was not happy. She clearly showed signs of anger and did not welcome the new arrivals. She desperately wanted the stray cat gone. However, the stray mother cat felt this was now her home. In total, she brought in 9 small kittens. One bigger kitten also accompanied her. The man saw this and decided to get food for the cat and her kittens. While he was away, the children in the house noticed something strange. They saw the new cat stealing the pet cat's kittens, carrying them to her own basket where her kittens were placed. The children were shocked. They wondered why the new cat had taken the pet cat's kittens. When the man returned, the children explained what had happened. He was surprised and confused. The pet cat was extremely angry. She glared at the stray cat, ready to fight. The children described the scene, saying it looked as if the pet cat was saying, "Get out of my house, this is my home. What are you doing here?" The two cats began to fight. The pet cat wanted the new cat to leave immediately. The children believed the stray cat may have stolen the pet cat's kittens out of revenge or to teach her a lesson. The man quickly picked up the pet cat's kittens and returned them to her. He tried to calm both cats, but it was clear the pet cat did not want to share her home. She had always lived alone and wasn't ready to accept another cat and her litter. The hissing and fighting continued. The man knew he had to act before things got worse. He decided to seek help and contacted a local animal rescue. He explained the situation to them, how the stray mother cat and her kittens had come to him, and how the pet cat was deeply unsettled by their presence. The rescue team agreed to help. They came to pick up the stray mother cat and her kittens. The man felt sad, but knew it was the best decision. The pet cat would return to her calm, and the stray mother cat would find safety for her kittens. This is the scene from the previous day, when the kind man had first fed the hungry stray cat outside his house. The cat cautiously approached, sniffed the food, then started eating quickly. She was very hungry and ate until her stomach was full. The man watched her with a gentle smile. After eating, the cat licked her paws and cleaned her face. She looked at the man with soft eyes, as if to say thank you, then walked away peacefully. The man felt happy, knowing she was safe and full. Thanks to his kindness, the cat found comfort and safety. The rescue team wanted to know more about the big kitten that had come with her, but no one could find any information. It was possible the mother cat had adopted the kitten and cared for it like her own. The rescue team took the cat family to the vet for a checkup. Once cleared, they brought them to their shelter. The mother cat looked very comfortable in her new environment. She confidently explored the area, moving from cage to cage, possibly looking for a perfect spot for her kittens. While she searched, the team had placed her kittens in one area. As always, the shelter's resident cat, Jasmine, came to see the new arrivals first. But Jasmine never liked new kittens and showed clear signs of jealousy. After Jasmine left, another cat named Luna came to visit. Luna was affectionate and began licking and loving the kittens. But the mother cat suddenly appeared and scared Luna away. She had seen Jasmine's behavior and assumed Luna might act the same. She became very protective and began picking up her kittens, one by one, taking them inside a cage. The mother cat wanted to make it clear that her kittens had a mother and would be protected. Later, she brought them out again and chose a cozy bed to feed them. The kittens snuggled with her and drank milk peacefully. Watching this scene brought peace and joy to the team. They were happy to witness such beautiful moments. Other kittens at the shelter also came to meet the new arrivals. One even tried to play with them, but the mother cat didn't like it. She wanted her kittens to stay focused on feeding and not get distracted. Though she seemed slightly disturbed, she remained a loving and caring mother. Now, the cat and her kittens are doing well. They look comfortable and happy, feeding and playing together. The team is taking good care of them, ensuring they have enough food, comfort, and medical attention. The mother cat is especially well looked after. We hope they all live a happy, healthy life in their new home.
The cat gently tapped a passerby's hand with her tiny paw, constantly begging humans to save her. It turned out that the cat had been trapped in the sewer for over a month. Every day, she could only live in that dark, sunless drain, gazing pitifully at the endless stream of people walking by. She so desperately hoped that someone would stop for her, but the busy crowd rushing through life didn't notice her existence. Fortunately, a few children passing by discovered the cat. The cat seemed to see hope and meowed excitedly. She was so afraid that people would walk away the very next moment. Finally, the manhole cover was successfully opened, and the cat quickly lay down obediently, tightly grabbing the child's hand with both paws, as if holding on to her last lifeline, constantly pleading not to be abandoned. But in such a narrow gap, rescuing the cat seemed impossible. The kind children were worried that the cat would starve, so they specially bought some cat food and poured it for her. The cat began to eat ravenously, which showed just how hungry and desperate she was. A simple act of kindness at that moment became the hope to live for this cat. Let's give a big heart of love to these kind children. From that day on, the children would come to visit the cat every day after school, a free care. But to the cat, those children had become her everything. But how had the cat survived in such a narrow space all this time? It turned out that the cat had long been acquainted with a warm-hearted young man. Every day after work, the man would bring food and water to visit the cat. According to him, the cat had fallen into the sewer when she was still very small. At that time, she was extremely cautious and wouldn't let anyone come near. Through his consistent kindness, the young man slowly gained the cat's trust. However, the gap was far too small. Despite many attempts, he had been unable to rescue the cat. To help the cat survive, he continued to bring her food daily, and eventually, the cat came to see him as her owner. Every time, the cat would tap his hand as if asking, "When can I get out?" Every time the man saw the cat's pleading eyes, his heart would ache. To ensure the cat could be rescued, the man started planning various rescue strategies. According to measurements, the gap was much smaller than the cat's head. Forcibly pulling her out would not only fail but also cause injury. After analysis by rescue personnel, they decided to open the manhole cover and discovered an opening, the only lifeline through which the cat could be saved. As long as they could guide the cat to that opening, she could be pulled out. The rescue began immediately. The children who had once helped the cat gathered around to watch, all deeply concerned about whether the cat could be rescued. If you also hope the cat can be safely rescued, please leave a comment, safe and sound, and light a red star for the rescuers and the cat to cheer them on. With the kind rescuers working together, the cat successfully entered the drain pipe. But even more worrying was that, no matter how the rescuers called out to her, the cat just stayed in place, unmoving, as if something was holding her back. Seeing this, the young man didn't hesitate to crawl into the sewer himself. The moment the cat saw that familiar figure, her eyes lit up instantly, and she quickly ran toward him. Finally, the little cat was rescued. The children hugged each other joyfully. The cat looked around. They were all the kind children who had helped her before. She immediately became gentle and docile. With her spiritual intuition, she understood. If it weren't for these kind-hearted people, she might have already gone to her new kitty home in the sky. From then on, the young man became her new owner. He promised to give the cat a warm and loving home. Kindness and love are free. It's because of kind people like this that the whole world feels warm. This is a touching scene that happened on the street. In order to find a good home for her newborn babies, a stray mother cat brought her kittens to the doorstep of a house seeking adoption. The young man noticed the mother cat's unusual behavior, but didn't drive her away. His instincts told him that the mother cat might be asking him for help. When he checked the little kittens, he instantly understood everything. It turned out the mother cat wanted humans to adopt her babies. In this food-scarce winter, she hadn't been able to find anything to eat for a long time, so she decided to take the risk and seek help from humans. Her honest plea was a gamble on human kindness. To help the mother cat regain enough strength to care for her kittens, the young man prepared delicious food for her. The mother cat gobbled it up. It was clear she was starving. She must be exhausted from taking care of her babies all the time. To stop the mother cat from wandering the streets any longer, the kind-hearted young man made the decision to adopt the whole cat family, despite objections from his partner. He wanted to give them a warm home. However, not all stray cats are as lucky as this one. Even though the young man is struggling financially himself, he still made up his mind to adopt the whole cat family. The mother cat no longer has to wander the streets with her babies. This is a heartbreaking scene that happened on the street. In order to save her newborn baby, the mother cat carried her kitten around, desperately seeking help from humans. Just moments ago, the mother cat looked at her dying baby and felt deep sorrow. She decided to take another chance and try her luck again. Very soon, she came across a young man. The young man didn't chase her away when he saw her. His instincts told him the mother cat might be asking for help. When he checked the little kitten, he immediately understood everything. It turned out that the mother cat wanted a human to adopt her baby. In this season of food scarcity, she hadn't been able to find anything to eat for a long time. If things continued like this, the little kitten wouldn't survive much longer. So the mother cat decided to take a risk and turn to humans for help. Her honesty was a gamble on human kindness. She devoured it hungrily. It was obvious she was starving. In no time, the young man took the cats home with him. Even though the mother cat can't speak, I believe she's truly grateful to the young man for taking her in. Because of a chance encounter, the cat met a soft-hearted angel. A tiny kitten clung to a tree to save her life as heavy rainwater surged around her. With nowhere to take shelter, the poor cat was drenched the whole night. Just look at its fragile little body. It's heartbreaking. If no one steps in to help now, all that awaits this cat is death. At this critical moment, a young man happened to pass by and spotted the cat. He didn't ignore it, because he knew very well that without immediate help, the cat's life would be in serious danger. Instead of being disgusted by how dirty and smelly the cat was, the young man gently picked it up and wrapped its freezing body in a warm blanket. Thinking about how this little one had been surviving on the streets, cold, hungry, and alone, brought tears to the young man's eyes. He made an instant decision to adopt the cat and give it a loving home. Before long, he brought the cat home and carefully dried its wet fur with a hairdryer. The little one stayed completely still, quietly cooperating, as if it knew it was finally safe. Maybe this is what people call animal instinct. Next, the young man served up a bowl of cat food and fresh water. The cat immediately buried its head in the bowl, eating ravenously. It was clearly starving. If you've made it this far, please tap your lucky hand to like and follow this kind young man. You could also leave a comment saying stay safe to send your blessings to the cat. Now full and warm, the cat began curiously exploring its new home. It finally has a place to call home and a human who truly cares. Hopefully it can leave behind the painful memories of its time as a stray and live a happy and joyful life from now on. Would you reach out to help if you saw a stray cat in need? Sadly, not every abandoned cat is this lucky. Though the young man himself doesn't live a wealthy life, he was still willing to spend what little he had to care for this cat and give it a future. His kindness truly deserves a big thumbs up. Leave your valuable follow, and we'll see you in the next story.